Go ahead and raise your hand if you've ever been harassed by your Aunt Mary who just started keto, or that douchebag from high school who just started selling Herbalife to try and convince you that their diet is way better than yours. Welcome to the inaugural edition of Meathead Mondays, featuring myself, Antonia from A1 Fit Coaching, aka Lady Meathead. This week, we're going to talk about what is the best diet for you. Buckle up, guys, you're in for a treat. Okay, so there are two things that you guys need to think about when you're trying to pick the best diet for you. The first one is adherence. Is it something that you can stick to for the next 5 years, right? So this might seem like a really crazy concept, but the important thing is that this is a lifestyle that you're able to maintain instead of just something that you can do to yourself and beat yourself up for 30 days or 60 days. Okay, so if you're not sticking to your plan, then you can't have measurable markers along the way that you can make educated decisions about changing to progress your diet. The second most important thing when it comes to picking a diet is that you have to be ingesting less calories than you are expending. So before you guys freak out, you're right. Weight loss is much more complex than just calories in versus calories out. However, it doesn't matter what else is going on if you're not expending more than you're ingesting. The rest of the shit doesn't matter, guys. It's just what it is. So now that you know the two most important things that you need to consider with any single diet, let's take a look at two popular diets. High fat, low carb, which is going to be diets like keto, okay, or Atkins, or high carb, lower fat diet. So we're going to talk about these two in terms of which one gives you the best results. And also I wanted to touch on fat oxidation or fat burning. Which one are you going to burn the most fat with? So with your high fat, low carb diets, what happens is that you are able to train your body and the energy system so that they can use fat as a fuel source instead of primarily using carbohydrates as a fuel source. What happens when this occurs is that, you're right, you do burn more fat, aka oxidize it. But even though you're burning more fat and you're using it as a primary fuel source, you are also adding more fat to your fat stores because you're ingesting more fat. With the lower fat, high carb, you are burning less fat, but you're also storing less fat because you're consuming less fat. So at the end of the day, they end up being equal because your total fat is going to be the same in either one. In terms of long-term adherence and best results for each one of these diets, guess what? You guys are in luck. It doesn't matter which one you choose. Studies show that at 12 months, people's weight loss is completely equal between the two groups. What matters? Well, let me tell you. Were they able to sustain it? And were they expending more calories than they were ingesting? So if you are both adhering to your dietary plan and you are eating less than you are burning, you're gonna be good to go. Also, I wanted to add in, if you're talking to someone and they're trying to convince you that one diet is far superior to the other for weight loss, they're wrong. And also, they might have an agenda. They might be trying to sell you some shit. So be aware, guys. That's all for today. Thank you so much for joining in for Meathead Mondays on this edition with yours truly, Lady Meathead, aka Antonia from A1 Fit Coaching. And I look forward to talking to you guys next week. Have a good one.